Well, hello and welcome to OmniAvatar YouTube channel. Here beginneth the lesson. In my kitchen cabinet, I've got a Nescafe coffee jar with 300 grams of Nescafe. Unfortunately, the container that it comes in weighs 627 grams, whereas a plastic container of a similar size and shape only weighs 41 grams. Now, obviously, there is a massive difference between 627 grams and 41 grams. The other difference is that glass melts at approximately 1,500 degrees Celsius and plastic melts at 250 degrees Celsius. So not only do you have a massive weight difference, there is a massive temperature difference. Bit of a no-brainer, really. This coffee jar, because I buy the cheap shit from Tesco's and it cost me 75p, I put 2 of these in the Nescafe jar and almost virtually throw this away straight away. What a waste. And then some prat is going to smash it. I'm not suggesting the consumer does. Smash it, melt it down, reform it. Well, why can't we reuse it? Anyhow, next. This bottle of wine weighs 431 grams. Again, it's glass. This container, which holds 3 of these, weighs only 126 grams. So, what's 3 times 431? Well, right now it's approximately 1,300 grams. That's 10 times more than that. Can you imagine, with the temperature difference between glass and plastic, and the weight difference between glass, plastic and other lighter materials, how much energy could be saved, not only in the melting and forming of the product, or the food and drink container, but the cost of shipping it either halfway across the world or in a lorry run by Tesco. Well, I did write to them on June the 30th last year, and I did inform them about these differences and how ridiculous it is, but to date they've ignored us, and I've been to the headquarters and we got thrown out just by wanting to deliver the same letter that we sent months before. And yes, I do have a chip on my shoulder where Tesco's is concerned, and they can live with it. Now, this decanter weighs 1,200 grams, but it don't matter. I'm going to reuse that at home. And does it really matter that I buy my wine out of a box and a plastic bladder? Really? It looks ever so good in this lead crystal decanter from Sue Ryder that cost me, what, £5? Reusable food and drinks containers. It's the way forward. Reconstituting some heavier, more polluting, damaging to the environment materials like plastic. Oh, look, this is a plastic container that my bottle came in. I like Pellegrini, but San Pellegrini, I think it's Pellegrini, but this cost me 17p. It's in a plastic container. It's light. It's portable. It weighs 40 grams. It holds, what a surprise, 2 litre container. And roughly speaking, because of the metric system, 1 litre of water weighs 1 kilogram. That's why I like metric. It's really simple. And this melts at 260 degrees Celsius. But, you know, this could be reused. Maybe. Now, you'll see here that this plastic, it's a tomato container, and the film is already in the bin. That weighs 12 grams. And look, it's stackable too. Imagine that. Someone seems to have been able to design a container when it's at the factory before the contents are in it. It's stackable. And imagine if that was reusable, it would be stackable on the return truck. And so is this milk. Sorry, extra thick double cream from Tesco. Who's extra thick now? This is also stackable. Bit like those coffee cups you used to put in a coffee machine. They're stackable too. And so, from a design point of view, we could have food and drinks containers that are less polluting, less heavy, and take up less room when you put it in the recycling. Well, if it was reusable, we wouldn't have that problem. And if there was a national deposit scheme that encouraged the end user to return the item and get the deposit back, wouldn't it be rather like the plastic bags? You know, you pay 5p or 10p for a plastic bag. Plastic bag usage has decreased by 90%. Do you think we might have the same effect? Aluminium, much lighter than glass. Half a litre, that tin weighs 20 grams. Bearing in mind, okay, that's 70 centilitres, I believe. All right, but the weight of that, again, is 431. The weight of that is 20 grams. And its melting point is 660 degrees Celsius. Now, has anyone flown on a plane? Not lately, obviously. When you go on vacation, particularly when you cross the Atlantic, all major drink containers, alcohol or otherwise, are either plastic or aluminium. Because I was qualified as a commercial pilot, weight is very important. Because it's not going to get off the ground if you've got too much weight in the aircraft. And the other thing is, more weight, more drag, more fuel usage. Less about the drag today. Life can be a drag. And look at that. That is a tin. It weighs 47 grams. Even the lid is still intact. But couldn't this be better designed? So it was kind of a bit like that. And you could put a lid back on easily and reuse it. If we're going to have metals, can it be reusable? It's going to last longer than plastic, more durable. Trouble is, it's got a melting point of 1,500 degrees Celsius. So that's no bloody good, is it? No. Aluminium. Is aluminium the way forward? I don't know. Some twat at Tesco's really might want to listen to this video. Imagine a food container that's reusable. A wine box that's 100% recyclable, and I use a glass reusable container. There are so many things that could be changed from a food and drinks packaging point of view. We at OmniAvatar would like to completely revolutionise the food and drinks packaging industry to make it more responsible, more ethical, and basically look after the planet that we all effing well depend on to survive. I mean, without it, we're screwed. Why on earth are we trashing this planet? OmniAvatar.net is a Planetary Health Ambassador organisation. If anybody wants to join us in our endeavours, get in touch. OmniAvatar.net Limited Company. Out.